Well, Texas is going to definitely take another L and going to take an L for this particular story. And if you guys understand why that is. So we always ask for people to do the right thing. If you see something, say something, and these people did. And there was actually a reward that was involved in this. But we felt like the carrot was dangled in front of this couple that you guys see on my screen. I feel like they were played, misled, did wrong, bamboozled, had the wool pulled over their eyes trying to do the right thing. But luckily, there was other people out there that saw this and wanted to try to correct this wrong and make it a right. But basically, there was a man that had did something bad to a child, and he was on the run, and they found him. I want to give you guys a disclaimer before I talk about this story real quick, so y'all bear with me. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And maybe I'm being a little too hard on Texas by trying to give Texas and Dallas an L. When in actuality, Texans actually made this right for the couple. But I'm getting this story from WFAA.com, so thank you for the article. The suspect was wanted in the kidnapping of a 7-year-old girl that triggered a June Amber Alert, was arrested earlier this month. Leonard Lamar Neal, that fool that you guys see on the right-hand side of my screen with a slash across his neck there, that fool, that guy, is accused of kidnapping and sexually assaulting a little girl. Police say that Neal also abducted her brother. Neal was also added to the Texas Department of Public Safety's Texas 10 Most Wanted Fugitives list before he was arrested. Brianna and Kenyatta Jordan, who are the couple, let me see if I can get, you see that reward that was up. This is Brianna and Kenyatta Jordan told WFAA they spotted Neal getting on a DART, D-A-R-T, a DART bus, and immediately called 911. Because that's what you do, right? Or maybe, apparently, that's not the right thing to do. You're supposed to, when you see something, you're supposed to have a specific phone number for a specific department and talk to a specific person. Right? Common sense would tell you, you've heard this all your life, call 911. This is an emergency. You call 911. I knew it was him. He needed to get off the streets, according to Kenyatta Jordan. The bus, the couple said, drove away, so they followed until police could catch up and take Neal into custody. It was honestly something out of a movie, Brianna told WFAA. The Jordans say that they didn't know if there was a reward for information leading to Neal's arrest. But when friends told them, the parents of 6, they got 6 kids, and that's perfectly fine, gearing up for an expensive school year, they got excited. Because it's kind of like they were doing the right thing, and then they found out, oh, there'll be a reward behind that. So I can understand. But when we found out there was going to be a reward, I thought, we'll get the kids school stuff, Brianna Jordan said. Every dime I get goes towards my babies. Every dime, Kenyatta Jordan added. But the couple told WFAA Crime Stoppers told them they were not eligible for any of the money because they called 911 first instead of calling the Crime Stoppers national hotline. Now, I want y'all to tell me in the chat without Google searching it, because I know some of y'all are going to cheat. Tell me what the number to Crime Stoppers is. I don't know. Who would know? But everybody knows 911. This ain't the time to be playing, oh, let me Google search and figure out which specific department I need to contact. This man is out here raping babies. Right? That feels like that deserves a 911 call. It's an emergency, right? If I knew about calling Crime Stoppers, I still would have called 911 first. And that actually makes sense. So I totally get it. Word of the Jordan story spread quickly and soon reached a handful of small business owners who wanted to help. The owners of Riddle Plumbing, Complete Fire Protection, and CC Carpet, plus organizers with nonprofit Texas First Responders, pulled together their money and sent the Jordans a $5,000 check, which is about half of what the reward actually was for. These people were heroes, Scott Riddle of Riddle Plumbing said. A lot of people just stick their heads in the sand and ignore things, and what they did was a great deed. Somebody has to step up and take care of this family, Cameron Morrison, with Complete Fire Protection added. The gesture brought the Jordans to tears because the business owners had no obligation whatsoever. They weren't the ones who said, "We'll pay you," Breonna Jordan said. "I appreciate everything and I appreciate them," Kenyatta Jordan added. WFA reached out to Crime Stoppers for a statement, but as of writing, have not heard back from them. So they won't even respond. But let me give you guys the fair usage and let me know what you guys think. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. I'm sorry, but most people are not going to know. When an emergency situation, just people dangling that carrot in front of you. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that thumbs up. Share the story. 2 news videos. Here we go.
A Dallas couple who called 911 to report a kidnapping suspect was told they are not eligible for a Crime Stoppers reward. He was wanted for kidnapping and raping a 7-year-old girl. Their 911 call led to his arrest. Fox 4's Lori Brown has been working to get answers, and she's live in Dallas. Lori.
Corey's having people spot a wanted fugitive and then call 911 to report him seems like one of the very reasons the Crime Stoppers reward program exists. But it turns out if you call 911 instead of the tip line, you don't qualify for that reward.
We both looked at each other and we both said, "Isn't that guy?"
The Jordans were coming home from lunch July 7th when they noticed a face they recognized from the news and a Crime Stoppers billboard, 41-year-old Leonard Neal.
He had on the same outfit as one of the pictures that was circulating on social media.
With 6 children of their own, the Jordans had taken a good look at the man accused of abducting a 9-year-old boy and 7-year-old girl. Police say he released the boy, but the girl was missing for 12 hours. Police say he sexually assaulted her.
That could have very easily been our oldest 2 kids.
The Jordans did not just call police. Once Neal got on the bus, they knew they needed to follow it. After getting disconnected from 911, a Dallas police officer called Kenyatta Jordan.
And once we made that right on Pope, he said, "Oh, that's y'all in that minivan." I'm like, "Yes, sir." He said, "Okay, well, we pulling up right behind you, so y'all can get out the way now."
Before police arrested Neal, he cut his throat. Police later released this mugshot.
I felt confident that it was him, but I just wasn't 100%. But then I let the window down, and I heard him on there screaming. I said, "That's him, baby. That's him."
Later, the Jordans learned about the Crime Stoppers reward that had been offered for Neal, a most wanted fugitive. But when they asked about it, they were told they were not eligible because they called 911 instead of the Crime Stoppers number.
Does it seem like a bait and switch?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. We dialed 911 instead of the Crime Stoppers phone number. We're not able to get the reward.
As police work to build trust with the community, the Jordans say this feels like a breach of that trust.
It feels like we were misled.
On DPD's website, it urged anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers or 911. Crime Stoppers is operated by the North Texas Crime Commission, a cooperative partnership. Dallas Police Chief Eddie Garcia told us in a statement, while DPD does not have input on the criteria that must be met for a Crime Stoppers reward, when a unique set of circumstances arises, we certainly can open up conversations that will help improve services, prevent crime, or help solve investigations in our city. The Jordans are hopeful that will happen in their case.
They should be held to their word.
I just got off the phone with a Crime Stoppers board member. He said that the rewards are only paid to people who call the tip line based on Texas law. The Jordans believe if they had tried to search for that tip line number instead of just calling 911, Leonard Neal might still be on the run. We're going to be asking Texas lawmakers if it's time for the statute to change.
And that's what I'm saying. Now, this man sexually assaulted children. But we're going to talk about, and they help catch him. And we're going to talk about, well, you didn't call us, so we're just not going to pay out nothing. I thought they wanted to do the right thing, and I thought they wanted to capture a criminal. I thought that was the point of that. Not because you technically didn't follow the rules exactly to the letter of the law of what we wanted, and based on our rules and our board members and this and that. Just so why are people giving y'all money? Crime Stoppers, for what? Where are y'all getting y'all reward money from? And matter of fact, since they didn't get that $10,000, then one would have to ask, where is that $10,000 going to go then? Y'all just going to pocket that? That's going to go to your CEOs, your chairman? See what I'm saying? That's absolutely insane. I'm going to play one more news video and then we'll wrap.
Fox 4 News is getting results. We first reported on Crime Stoppers' refusal to issue a reward to a couple who was key to Dallas police arresting a most wanted fugitive. Today, a Fox 4 viewer stepped up to do what he says Crime Stoppers failed to do. Fox 4's Lori Brown is live. Lori.
Clarice, a Fox 4 viewer told us that he knew he needed to do the right thing for a family that did not hesitate when face to face with a top 10 most wanted fugitive.
We've been hearing a lot of thank yous and that we are heroes.
We were there as Fox 4 viewer Cliff Freeman hand-delivered a check to Kenyatta and Brianna Jordan.
I know you guys have been through a lot, and I just want to tell you, I saw your story that Lori did on Channel 4, and it just touched my heart.
Freeman is a Dallas native and business owner.
What you guys did was put yourselves at risk, and you took a bad guy off the street. And you're my heroes for that. You're welcome. You sure can.
Then Brianna Jordan saw the amount.
For $5,000. Thank you so much.
I'm trying not to tear up out here. Yeah, I know everybody gonna see this.
When I saw the story, I teared up, so it's okay. It's a good thing.
Yes, it is.
Tears of joy.
The Jordans are parents of 6 young children.
7, 6, 4, 3, 1, and 6 months.
So when
Tears of joy.
the Jordans are parents of 6 young children.
And I wanted to show y'all this part. Those are beautiful little babies, too. And they seem like they got a good family. And I know it's a lot of kids. That's a ton of responsibility. But at the same time, they're still doing it. They're doing it under one roof. They seem to be responsible. And they're making a difference on top of that. Catching a criminal out, destroying the Dallas community. And you got people like this that are out there trying to make it better and putting themselves in a line of fire, literally. Man, if I was them, if we were, look, and let me tell y'all this, because y'all know I'm not against GoFundMe. I'm just against people supplementing GoFundMe for life insurance. If we were ever going to do a GoFundMe, they should have put a GoFundMe up and watched the public probably would have lit it up. Probably would have donated them way more than what that reward was worth, but at least to the tune of what that reward was worth. If we were ever gonna do a GoFundMe, I would have think it'd be for a moment like that. That's what I think GoFundMe should be for people like this.
7, 6, 4, 3, 1, and 6 months.
So when they saw reports that Leonard Neal was wanted for abducting a 9-year-old boy and 7-year-old girl and sexually assaulting the girl, they looked at his photo carefully. When they thought they saw him at a bus stop, they called 911. As Neal got on the bus, they followed it while talking to police. Before police arrested Neal, he cut his throat with a box cutter. The chair who oversees North Texas Crime Stoppers told us that the Jordans could not receive the reward because their tip went through 911 instead of their tip line. Freeman told us he believed the Jordans' actions were deserving of the reward anyway, which is why he provided the amount in full.
I don't have Crime Stoppers number programmed into my phone, but I do have 911, and I guarantee you 911 is the first number that I'm going to call.
Freeman said he wants to show the community that Crime Stoppers or not, when you do the right thing, the community will have your back.
On top of that, we were able to contact Six Flags.
Six Flags is providing the Jordan family with tickets to attend the park.
We want to help celebrate this with you, this great thing that you guys have done, and Six Flags has also wanted to participate in that as well. We just need more heroes like you guys.
It's a blessing.
Thank you so much. Hey, I want to hug from this number 4 here. That's all right. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
After we brought this issue to his attention, Dallas Mayor Pro Tem Tanel Atkins began working to address the root of the problem so it doesn't happen again. He said,
here's my thing. And if I had to be harsh about it, I would say we should give the middle finger to Crime Stoppers. Just call 911, and maybe we need to just do a thing to where when people catch criminals, maybe we need to just put up GoFundMes, because that seems like to be the only credible people that are actually paying folks what they should be paid and what builds up in that account. So I don't know, man. Maybe Crime Stoppers does better than what I think it does, but this just sounds like a crap job for getting a pedophile off the street. Prepubescent. Messing with prepubescent children. And you got a husband and wife who did a hell of a damn job stepping up for their community, man. I think that should be applauded. Make sure you guys leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think, all right? Keep that family in your prayers. And I thank those people for showing them some love and doing what they did, those business owners. So shout out to them. Big shout out to them. Thank you.